so glad. I'm going to wait a few seconds or a few minutes and see if more people come in. Renee, if it's okay with you, I am going to put you as a moderator because I only have two. And one is at work and the other one is sleeping. So if I can figure out how to put you as a moderator, I will. Okay, hold on 1 second. Did that do it? I'm losing everything. And it would be helpful if I was in live chat. No, it didn't do it. Okay, I'm so lost. Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay, it says there's no match found. Okay, hold on. Oh, I cannot figure out how to put Renee as a moderator, so I'm going to do this without a moderator. Hello, everybody. Hello. Give me. I am willfully unprepared for this, which is scary and terrifying because I'm an idiot and did not get things prepared like I should have. I'm just kind of like there, setting up my phone so I can actually see chat. We are going to do the Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Bean picture. This is from Harry Potter's Magical Artifacts. I was originally going to do the Ravenclaw diorama, the crown, and I thought it's just not colorful enough. I feel like Harry Potter and this event has to go colorful. So here is the only picture I have of a Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Bean box. So I'm going to try to copy the box, not guaranteeing I will copy the jelly beans. But let's get going here. And I had to break out a new brush because I put stuff away and now I can't find my good old multicolored brush, which is rather upsetting to me because I love my little rainbow brush. I know it's around here somewhere. I just cannot find it. I'm starting off with the Madden Cadmium Red 217, and I am using Polychromos because they are my go-to pencil, and I'm most comfortable with them, and I figured I needed to be comfortable. And I apologize, I do not have Harry Potter trivia. I couldn't find any Harry Potter trivia that I actually enjoyed. Hey, Ames, Alex, hello. I apologize. I know I'm missing everybody. Hey, Stacy. I'm just kind of. I made the mistake. I was up early this morning, and already, I was up at 5:30 this morning, and already, and I stayed laying in bed because I was being a cat pillow, and lo and behold, I fell back asleep, and it's like I woke up. In fact, I texted Emily this morning at I think it was 6 o'clock, um, and and then I fell back to sleep, and it's like, oh crap, I'm now late for Vicky's stream. And I know I was kind of quiet in Vicky's stream. I was kind of scrambling, trying to get everything ready to rock and roll. Yes. I'm trying to keep my hand out from. So I'm going to ask some general questions. Just what flavor of every flavor bean would you think you would enjoy? And you can't say the normal flavors. Like the jelly beans in the Muggle world. You've got to have. It's got to be jelly beans of a magical flavor. Hey, Ruthie. Hello. Mary. Hi, Mary. Trying to get that where it shows the crease. And I'm going to turn my page. Sorry. Karen, hello. Oh, Butterbeer. Ooh. Yes, you can, Emily, you can choose a magical coffee or tea preference. But I mean, it can't be peppermint, oh my goodness. Peppermint or like those flavors that you would get in a normal box of jelly beans. I mean, really, whenever you get jelly beans, can you really tell the different flavors? I've never been able to, unless it's licorice, they all taste the same to me. Okay. Yes, I'm referring to I think my red is a little darker than what their red is on their box. Toffee apple. Hold on. Espy, that's fine. I was kind of shocked that you were still up. Honey, I mean, I know it's the wee early witching hours in Australia, so and I'm going to attempt. I don't know if Vicky did a giveaway and I missed it, but I want to show you guys. Miss Emily has done an amazing job and created a wonderful picture that she is allowing us to give away. This is open to everybody because it is a PDF, and I'll be doing that about on the hour. So, it's going to be interesting. I've yet to download Nightbot, which would make this so much easier, but I had to put in some extra hours this week because I'm off today. I took the day off, so I could stream this morning instead of trying to stream while I was trying to work. Am I too far away? I'm trying to get the entire picture in. Hey, Carolyn. So I took the day off because, one, I love Harry Potter. I came late to the game on Harry Potter. I did not start reading it until right before the 7th book was released. I did not read these as a child. I was a full-on adult. My a good friend of mine's children read them, and her middle child, Stephen, would go on and on about them. And I thought, oh, if I'm going to have a conversation, because that's all he talked about, I need to know what he was talking about. And I have to get a new copy of the Sorcerer's Stone. The actual book, I do have it on my Kindle, but I have to get a new copy of an actual copy because my little portable paperback is falling apart. I have read it that often and that much. The glue has given out on my poor little book, which is sad. I'd like to get I'd like to get the hard copy collector's edition, but thank you. We'll be here, Renee, at least for another hour 45 minutes. See, I read the books and then I started watching the movies. And then I was really disappointed in the movies because they changed, they cut out quite a bit, but then I talked myself into watching them just for entertainment value and not criticizing them, and I enjoyed them much better. But yes, I have all the books, all 8 movies. I have all the books. I actually have all the books on Kindle. So whenever I go out and actually do an audit, I usually end up reading Harry Potter in the hotel room in the evening because they're like a warm blanket. Whenever you're in a strange place, they're comfortable. Um, um, and as I said in Vicky's stream, I'm probably one of the few people that do not view Snape as the hero that everybody else seems. I mean, he had a choice to be. I know he was a Death Eater and playing a role, but he had a choice. He did not have to be so absolutely horrible to the kids, and he was absolutely horrible. Plus, he liked Malfoy. You know, it's like, how can you know? Yeah, the I think the books are so much better. It's J.K. Rowling's true feeling, or true vision. And I know she has some controversial ideas, but you cannot do. I mean, she did 7 books, fully developed characters, even some of the minor characters, i.e., not Ron, Hermione, and Harry and Dumbledore, but she actually developed and did great character development on a lot of characters. I think the most misunderstood character in the whole book is Aberforth, Dumbledore's brother. Even though he doesn't show up in the movies very much, um, I just and I think I think my favorite teacher in the whole series is probably McGonagall. Yeah, Karen, I agree. He was just Snape was just not good. He was not a good person. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's a great teacher," and yeah, he did great things. He did do some really good things, like deflecting the spells during the final battle, um, and taking out some Death Eaters. But so what? You he made a choice to be nasty to everybody except for a few select people, and it's like you could have been a little kinder. So I don't know. As I said, I think I'm in a minority that I don't view Snape as the great hero that everybody else does. So I'll keep my opinion. Um, I also, another one of my favorite characters is Lupin. Um, I think poor Lupin gets the short end of the stick. So not his fault. Um, I think the movies did Tolk's an injustice by not fully utilizing her, fluffing out her character. She is much more in the movies than what she is, or in the books than what she is in the movies. You don't get the full backstory of you know their love affair and stuff. So I wish J.K. Rowling would write more books on backstories of some of the minor characters. Um, I would love to see, you know, and I'll be honest, I read the Cursed Child, and to me, it was a hard read. I just, I remember whenever the last book came out, I got it, I went and I got it, and I laid down in bed. I was going to read for about an hour. Well, the next thing I knew, I had finished the book, and it was time. My alarm's going off because it's time. It was time to get up and go to work. So, yeah, I agree, Ames. Yes, it's and for the life of me, am, Ames, you know more about Harry Potter than anybody else that I know. Am I right that Hermione's Patronus was an otter? For the life of me, I cannot remember Hermione's um, Patronus, and I can't remember Ron's either. So I think Luna was one of the better characters because she was so free. She 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 didn't have to. I feel sorry that she lost her mother early, but she was such a free spirit and so wonderful. Ron's was a terrier. Okay, thank you. I thought Luna's was a rabbit, a bunny rabbit, which just suited her personality. So I debated about doing cat plates from of Umbridge, but I didn't want to start uh, the Harry Potter weekend for me off on a bad character. Hey Teresa, how you doing? Um, I just I thought that doing anything related with to Umbridge would just leave start the whole weekend off on a sour note, and I didn't want to do that. I also think the movies did an injustice to the twins. Um, Fred and George are so much more fun in the books than what they are. Yeah, Umbridge just the first time she appears on screen or comes into the books, you just know she's just evil. Um, and it always amazed me that it seems like the most evil characters in the world wear light, pretty colors like pink. Not Tanya, not saying you're evil because I know Tanya loves pink. Tanya is sweet and she's the little pixie, my little pixie. But you know, Umbridge gave pink a bad name. She just, and I know I'm kind of coloring a little hard. Uh, and I apologize for Emily. No, I don't think she does. I think Tanya is probably one of the funniest people I've met. I could see her being. I say pixie, and I don't like. It's not a Cornish. She's not a Cornish pixie because them are just horrible. Um, she's a fairy pixie. I can see why Mary fell in love with her. So now they said I'm woefully unprepared because I was going to have trivia. I could not find trivia that I liked. Um, I just you know there's standard questions that everybody knows, and I think everybody's trying to find trivia that nobody has used before is an incredibly hard thing to do. So That's one of the reasons I don't have trivia. Heck, I changed my mind on the picture I was doing, but it was a between the Bertie bought every flavored bean, and the chocolate frog. But I wanted to be cheerful and happy, and it's Friday morning for me. I wanted to start the weekend off on a good note. I'm already happy because although I'm off from work, which is always a bonus, I've had a relatively good weekend, week so far. So, um, I started concentrating. I stopped talking. And while I think about it, I want to say thank you, Emily, for organizing this. Um, this is awesome. Why did Hagrid give Norbert to travel with in his case? I know the answer to that one, Ames. I'm going to see what everybody else says. Hi, Marilyn. What did Hagrid give Norbert to travel with in his crate, wherever he shipped him off? To go live with dragons, and Charlie's friends picked them up. Okay. I've been working with Fred for almost a half an hour. A little teddy bear, yes. Norbert promptly ripped it. It sounded like he was murdering in his crate. I love Hagrid because he just has this innocent of nothing is bad in the world. He sees every creature as being inherently good and just not. He doesn't see the bad in or the danger in animals. So I think that what draws me to Hagrid. The only time I didn't care for Hagrid was whenever he was acting like a fool. Whenever it just went out the head. During the Triwizard tournament. Um, yeah. I'm bad at trivia in general. Because my brain just doesn't retain that type of. I'll come up with an odd thing every once in a while, but for the most part, I can tell you all the HUD regulations. But there's only so much information my little brain will hold. I know I'm pausing. What I'm doing is kind of leaning back, and as you can hear from my squeaky chair, and kind of looking at the picture and seeing if if I'm getting making it look how I want to. And yeah, words are hard today. Um, it's early. I've not had any coffee. And I have not had any coffee because I didn't want to get up and have to run to the restroom every 5 minutes. I knew I was streaming. But believe me, my Keurig is on and I'm going to be hitting that. Bye, Aspie. You have a good night, sweetheart. Have sweet dreams. Have colorful, sweet dreams. Let's see what else. I hope everybody can make most of the streams this weekend, and I want to congratulate Emily for putting in sleep time, time to sleep in this stream, or in this Potter-a-thon. I wish I lived closer to Emily, then she could bake me a cake. I'll pretend I'm 11. I'm just like way out of the lines here. Okay. I know I still need to do the sides, the red on the sides, but I'm going to move on to another color. And I'm going to do the gold. And I am going to Cool, Emily. The problem is, I'm not that great a baker. I mean, I can bake. I used to make my own bread, but simple things. Like whenever you talk about making pancakes, I get so envious because, honey child, I cannot make pancakes. I did not hit the page. I just and I don't know if in the book they ever said what flavor Harry's 11th birthday cake was. Can anybody remember if they did? Hey Joyce, how you doing? How you like our weather? For you that do not know, winter is coming for the Midwest of the United States, and we are actually on day 2 of rain in St. Louis. Even though the weather forecast didn't say anything about rain yesterday, but apparently St. Louis weather does not listen to the weatherman. So yeah, so we got rain all day yesterday. It wasn't a hard rain, but still it was annoying. Okay, we'll take a lighter brown, which is brown ochre, 182. And yeah, the pencil I was using before is nougat, which is 178. I'm not going to get yelled at. Honey child. Um, I think I went too light with my dark brown. But so actually, I was thinking last night, the weather in St. Louis is such that it would be the perfect time to curl up and read. So I pulled out my Kindle, which was totally completely dead, and it's charging. So the plan is to start rereading the Harry Potter books, which I should have done prior to this weekend so I could answer trivia questions. And this is Naples Yellow 185. And yes, I'm stealing How to Do Gold from Emily. Or I shouldn't say stealing. I've learned to do gold from Emily with the two browns and a yellow to give that gold look. Um, that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna darken up some of my dark browns. Yeah, I just I don't know whether in this area, and I think it's true for the entire United States, to be honest, because I hear so many people say, "Oh, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes; it will change." Well, I think that's all over the United States. It just the only place I don't think it applies is maybe Texas and Arizona, but for the most part, the United States has a full range of weather. Um, I actually last night turned on my furnace, and in doing so, I thought, "Man, I am so glad I don't work in the weather. You know, I don't have to stoke a fire to get warmth. Because, honey, I do not have a house elf. Although a house elf would be really cool. I would not mind having a house elf. Of course, I'd probably pay him because I don't want to get in trouble with the federal government. Um, but having a house elf would be really cool. Have somebody be able to cook your meals, clean your house. So I'm gonna look at my picture again. It looks Yeah, Renee, I agree. Um, one would be enough for me. One little house elf. My house is not that big. I mean, I don't mind cooking. I am not a domestic goddess, so a house elf would be really, really good for me. Of course, I would pay them and treat them much better than, because I don't want Spew to come after me for mistreatment of house elves. That is something that I would never want Hermione Granger on my bad side, or be on the bad side of Hermione Granger. She's just too. She's very passionate about things. Well, if you give them clothes, Marilyn, then you set them free, and then they can leave your employ if they're not happy. And then you have to go through the trouble of interviewing and getting new house elves and explaining to them how you want. But yeah, but if you're paying, I guess if you're paying them, they could leave anyway. I don't know if I'm going to get this picture done during stream, so I'm just kind of doing part, trying to do part of it, and then I can go back and finish it up. Okay, now let's get the gold. And I certainly am not going to spend the entire time doing all these jelly beans. Or every flavor of beans. That one, they are not jelly beans. They are every flavor of beans. I just made a mistake. Hold on 1 second. This part. That is not. Okay. That's part of the box right there. Going up along that column. As I don't have a sharp enough point. I should ask Ames to come up with her own trivia questions, because she probably knows Harry Potter better than anybody around. I admit it's been a number of years since it's been 2 years since I've sat down, because it's been 2 years since I've been on the road. So it's been at least 2 years since I've read the books. That's why I thought, it's winter time. In the midst of everything else that I've got to do this winter, I'd like to reread those books. So, yes, I'll be honest, CB. I actually like Winky. I feel an empathy toward Winky. You know, she's trying her best, and she just can't catch a break, and she's so incredibly loyal. and she's just so devastated whenever her owner treats her bad, and she truly feels it. I also like her outfit the best too. Darkening up that black a little here. My house up gets paid with electricity. That sounds good because electricity can be expensive. See, I don't have a house elf. I have a Peeves, the poltergeist, in the name of Riggs. Riggs is the anti-house elf. God love him. And he is at puppy daycare. I thought about keeping him home today, but I figured he will be home this weekend, and I'm sure his little puppy butt will be on coming in and investigating the stream tomorrow morning. But yeah, creature is kind of a sad character, and I think they put him in as a counterpoint. Okay, I'm going to. Her face is white, so I am going to take my white Prisma because I don't like the Polychromo, and I'm going to just kind of go over her face. And yes, I know I have to put white on the stripes too. But I'm going to just do a nice layer of white on her face. Then I'm going to add a little gray to define her nose. And not making her look like a pig. Define her chin a little. Her nose is off. It's not. It's not aligned with her lips. So she kind of looks like a pig. And I'm going to take the white again, and kind of blend that in. Because on the box she has no definition, but I figured she needs definition. And then take the same red, nothing like snapping the pencil. Regarding Dumbledore, I think he grew to love Harry like a son, but I think his intention whenever he started out was not good. So, looking again at my picture. To me, she kind of looks. I know she's supposed to be a clown-like character. She kind of looks like a small child that got into mommy's makeup. Okay. She has blue eyes. And then I'm going to little pink. Because she is a cartoon character. And again, I'm going to take my white and kind of blend out over that. Just did it with my hand. And take some light blue and make her eye, do her eyes. I mean, she's not supposed to look realistic, I guess. But well, I just colored over her iris. I made her eyes much darker than what they are in the picture. And yeah, well, that was one of the times I'm glad I do not have face cam because I had my tongue sticking out concentrating on the darn eyelashes. You did not hear me say that nasty word. Okay. Yeah. I think the only Bellatrix Lestrange is truly evil. He who should not be named is evil. And I wish they would have given a little more backstory to he who should not be named to explain the way to explain more why he was the way he was. They kind of just did not, in any way, shape, or form, touch on the fact that he is the true Slytherin heir. I mean, they touched on it, but not really explaining why. And the books did a much better job explaining why he who must not be named is the Slytherin heir. But then again, you can't have everything in the movies that's in the books because you'd have a 8-hour movie. Okay. Let's move on. I know I need to do the her hat. Let's move on to her hat, which is just blue. And I think, yes, the dragon in the basement of Gringotts, I felt so bad. It's like, oh my God, this is cobalt blue. I felt so bad for him. It's like, oh, animal cruelty. Oh my goodness. Just, just, just poor dragon. I am not like Haggard. I don't want to have a dragon. But, you know, when I own a dragon, I can still, they're one of those animals that you kind of want to admire by afar. You know, kind of like a crocodile. I don't want to own a crocodile, but I can appreciate a crocodile. Emily, I would too. I've actually binged, done a 1 day binge on the movies. And still wished for more. But at the time, whenever they were released, nobody knew how good they were going to be. So, and I think the later movies could have been much longer. Um, I can remember somebody complaining that they split the last book, and it's like they had to split the last book. There was no way they could have told that story in one movie with the time restraint that that the movie industry has put on movies. I mean, it would have left out so much that would have been impossible. So, oh, Marilyn, good theory. But I thought she Dumbledore's sister was only like 13, 14 whenever she died. I'd like to know who Felch's parents are. Anybody ever just get curious about who Felch's parents are? They have to be somebody with connections to get him to work at Hogwarts, wouldn't they? Now, there's supposed to be a third movie coming out, correct? On the Magical Creatures series. I think my hat may be too light. I'm going to do another coat. Okay, it's the hour mark. And I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to herd cats by myself, guys. Since I can't seem to add moderators. I don't know why it won't let me add any more moderators. I'm just... Because I was going to add Renee and Emily as moderators for today, since I know they're here. But tried to add Renee and it just would not take. It said she was not found. It's like, what do you mean she wasn't found? Ooh, Emily, good one. So we're gonna do the drawing for Miss Emily's beautiful picture. This is an Emily Illustrator original. It is Hermione, but not it is her rendition of Hermione. And she's got all kinds of magical potions and stuff in here too. So, and even a little frog. I love the little frog. So, the rules are we're going to choose a number 1 to 100. I don't even know how many people are in here. I'm sorry. 31. Okay. Going to choose a number 1 to 100. Only one. Put on only one number. I'm doing this on my own, so be patient with me. I will call the winner. I'll get on random.org and pull a number 1. Okay, see, my chat doesn't have the 3 dots. Hold on, Emily. Let me see if I can do that. How about chat? See, I don't have the 3. Okay. Yay! Okay, did that, and thank you, guys. Okay, now I just clicked and added Emily and Renee as moderators. Yes. Okay, Emily and Renee will be my moderators. Yes, thank you. I am I'm going to do random.org. Choose a winner. Only one number per, and it's the first person that gets the number in. It will be the person closest without going over will win, and you'll have to be willing to email me with your email address so I can email you a copy of this awesome PDF. And I have to admit, I was so tempted to color this, Emily. I held off on coloring this until after these streams because I want to color this so bad. So I'm going to type go, go, go in the chat, and then please no talking. So let's go. Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay. Here we go, guys. Thank you, Renee. I'm going to grab my phone and see if I can find. I was looking at houses last night. Okay. Okay, I have my phone with a random number generator sitting here. I'll give that a few minutes. But yeah, I have to admit, Emily is so talented. She is just awesome. And while we're doing this, I also True Hugh is going to be up next. And please, after my stream, join her. Continuing, I've still got about an hour to stream, so don't leave yet, please. But yeah, this is just. I want to thank Emily for setting this up. Very, very awesome. And I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna show you this picture again. This is just awesome. She's got different potions and scrolls and mushrooms, and I love the frog. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say that about a dozen times, Emily. It's Emily's rendition of Hermione. It is not copyrighted. It is not copied. It's an original picture. So, let us. Okay, I've been going for about a minute. I think everybody, if you're lurking, go ahead and put a number in. I will give you the my address. I got a new phone and I have to do FaceTime. Are we ready? So let's do. Okay, I put in stop. So here is my random number generator. Are we ready, guys? No, don't go dead. So I'm going to generate. And the number is 20. So it's those closest to without going over. I think I see who it is. Hi, Paul. That's who I've got too. Also, Renee, Molly Newland is going to be our winner. Congratulations, Molly. Yay. You're my first ever winner. My email address. Molly, please email me at that email address and I will respond and send you this awesome picture. Emily has given this to all the streamers to give away, and I get to give away the first one. So yeah, can you tell I'm excited about that? So you'll be seeing that picture a lot this weekend. And I want to say thank you, Emily, one more time for allowing to allowing us to give that awesome piece of original artwork away. So, and I'll be honest, guys, That part right there. Dana, no, you're not. You've got lots of opportunities. I mean, this is Friday, and this Potter-a-thon is going to go all the way through Sunday. There's lots of chances to win. So, Dana, don't feel bad, hon. You know, there's more. There's probably more people uh, in my stream trying than there will be on Sunday. So, uh, the numbers get smaller as the weekend goes because people have already won. And as I said, there's lots of opportunities to win this picture. And I plan on coloring it and that. Emily, I have a question for you, hon. As my phone went dead, so I cannot see. There, yes, okay. Emily, are you going to set up a album where we can put all our Potter-a-thon pictures on in your web group? So and if you post them on Instagram, if you post your Potter pictures on Instagram, make sure you use the hashtag Harry Potter-a-thon in your hashtag so Emily can keep track and we can see all the awesome, wonderful pictures. But I think it is up to Emily whether or not she'll do an album of all the Harry Potter. If you are not, I'm going to do a little advertising, guys. If you are not a member of Emily Illustrator's Facebook group or on Emily Illustrator's Discord, please join us there. The Discord is really fun, and so is the group. Also, if you are not a member of Renee, my coloring corner of with Renee, I apologize. My coloring corner with Renee. Please join her Facebook group. These ladies are awesome and talented, and I have to admit that I have learned a lot from Miss Renee and Miss Emily in my coloring journey. They are very talented ladies, I'll tell you. Oh no, Paul! I hope it's gonna sound bad, but I hope it's just a minor cold or the flu, and nothing more serious. I'm gonna start on her hat, and her hat is an odd green on here. So this is a green that I don't normally use. It's light phthalo green 162. Obviously, I've used it, but it's not one of my go-to greens. So it's kind of a minty green. And I know I'm not doing a whole lot of shading, but it's a box, and boxes don't have a lot of shading, and in that on their graphics, they're kind of flat images. And you would think that they would do shading on boxes because, let's face it, they would probably be. The graphics on boxes are not really. They're bright and colorful, but not really that great of pieces of art. Uh, And I feel like I'm coloring like I used to color with the. I'm being heavy-handed. I apologize. As I said, I do not expect to get this picture done today, only because, let's face it, there's a whole lot of jelly beans. I would love to try a chocolate frog, though. I'll have to admit. I've always been fascinated with the chocolate frogs, although I think I would have a hard time eating them because, let's face it, it looks alive. I know it's just enchanted, but I can imagine it wiggling all the way down. I would have a hard time, although I could get over that fact because it's chocolate. It's just chocolate. So okay, I know I still need to do the filigree and the thing, but let's start on some awesome jelly beans. And I'm going to start right smack dab in the middle. And thank you, Ruthie. I'm going to start with this nice little jelly bean right here. I'm going to put nice layer of this is Crimson 226. I really wish pencil companies. I know you do not see that. You do not see me just like go out of the line like I was a 3-year-old. I wish pencil manufacturers would put their writing in black so you could actually read it. The gold is so hard to read. And I'm just doing kind of large circles, trying to fill in, get a base coat of color down. I thought about doing the jelly beans in marker, but at this point, I think it would look odd next to the box being. I should have done the whole picture in marker if I was going to do that. Okay, put that down. Now I'm going with deep red, which is another one of my favorite red colors, and kind of putting a second coat. Bye, Paul. Thank you for joining. I'm just grateful that Emily gave me the opportunity to participate in this color-a-thon. I was thrilled whenever she asked me. I am if for those who do not know or are new to this stream, I am relatively new to the world of streaming. I've been around the coloring community for a number of years. I was encouraged to start my own channel and try to stream, attempt to stream. I'm actually really enjoying it. I cannot fault those people who encouraged me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to call this jelly bean here Dragon's Blood Jelly Bean. To me, it just looks like it would be dragon's blood. What do you guys think? Yes, I plan on naming all my jelly beans. I just are thinking of the flavors of all the jelly beans. I always wondered if the Bertie Bott's every flavor beans are actually sweet tasting or sour. What do you guys think? I mean, obviously, some of them are sour because pepper, you couldn't have sweet pepper. Well, you can have sweet pepper, but black pepper is not a sweet flavor. It's more savory. Now I've got quite a number of layers. I have it, guys. I have the Corinne Dash pencil blender. And I am so thrilled. I'm going to, for those not in the know, Corinne Dash is getting rid of our beloved full blender. Yes, I do have more of these. I just didn't pull them out. And replacing it with the pencil blender. And the core is the same. The core is actually the same. It's less blender stuff. So I'm going to actually start up here. Realize I never blended any of this. Blend out some of these stripes. And I have to tell you guys, I don't mind the blender pencil. It's not bad. I'm not happy that the price point is going to be about the same price as a full blender, but you know, I don't feel as bad whenever I sharpen this one. Hi, Shao! As I do whenever I sharpen a full blender. And I know our European and Australian friends have had the pencil blender for a while now, but it's just now finally available in the United States. The only place on Amazon that has them, they're $11 for one pencil, just for one pencil. But Blick does have the 2-pack of the full blender and the blender pencil at a really reasonable price. So I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. So I know that's not Harry Potter related, but it is important. And I love the blender. And you'll see I've got red, and I don't have a. Yeah, that's what God made clothes for. So the whole reason I got this out was to work on my jelly bean here. Bless you, honey. My little cat is having a sneezing fit in the doorway. Hey, Mona. Every single time I see you, Mona, I think of Brian going, Mama, Mama, Mona. So in my head, I hear Mama, Mama, Mona whenever I see you. Okay. I need a little shading on this side, and I'm going to take my black, and even though I've blended out, I'm just going to go over that area to get a little shading, and I'm barely touching the page here, which kind of darkens up that side of the jelly bean. Then I can take my blender and kind of smooth that out. And you did not see that. Good. I was off stream. I have a brand new white gel pen, which is a Boxland white gel pen. So let's try this out. Come on. Put a little highlight on that. Okay, let's go on to another jelly bean. I'm gonna put all my jelly bean colors in one of these. What I'm putting my colors in, I move stuff around. I have this wonderful holder that Renee's husband makes, and you can contact Renee. And they actually customized that because I wanted blue, purple, and white. So that's what I'm putting my pencils in, instead of putting them back in the pencil case and losing track. Let's see. Let's do. Pull out light chrome yellow. Give it a sharpen. As I said, I don't want to do the colors that they have, because I think these ever flavor bends will be almost any colors, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do happy colors. I'm gonna color this jelly bean yellow. Kind of smooshing the colors around. Going back over with the second coat now. I think that Bertie box, every flavor beans would be colorful and happy. Okay. Okay, I have a nice yellow down. And let's see. Let's use the crimson and kind of make reddish spots. which is actually turning kind of orange, but that's okay. I know, Emily, color theory. Red and yellow makes orange. So what color? What flavor do you think? Okay. Maybe I don't know what flavor this would be, but it's bright and cheerful, so that's all that counts. I need to really learn how to color without my tongue sticking out because it makes it hard to talk if your tongue's sticking out while you're concentrating, which makes words even harder. Okay, my second jelly bean. Once more, grab my blender, wipe off the bread that was left on there, go over the yellow part. Why do I feel like I have my face in the camera? Ames, it's not a compression. It's just a glove. Tanya introduced me to these, and it keeps me from smudging or getting hand oil on my page. This is a Parblo brand glove, Amazon. Um, I live on Amazon, I swear. But it doesn't do compression. My wrist compression, here it is filthy because the cat was playing with it. But this is what I use for wrist compression whenever my wrist is hurting. And believe it or not, you're going to laugh and probably, this is actually from the dollar store and it's a ankle support. But it works really well as a wrist support because I'm sorry, who has ankles this big other than Tanya? I mean, look how tiny this is. It's little bitty, uh, you know, but it works really well on wrist and gives a lot of support and that if you're having trouble with your wrist getting tired or achy, it actually helps. I have several of these. I have several of those. I've got a couple in my office, my work office, that if I'm typing for a long time, I will put one on, and it seems to help alleviate that pain. The ones you get actually are wrist protectors. You always have that metal thing in it, and you can't type or color whenever you have a metal wrist support on. So yeah, a friend of mine introduced me to that. Again, I kind of use my gray or my black lightly to get the shadows in on this. I'll be honest, I used, let me do something here. Oh, that was not how I wanted to do. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Sharpen up, sharpen up, sharpen up. There. Now you can actually see what I'm doing. Let me get it a little bit sharper. Come on. There, I got it in focus. There, now you can actually see what I'm doing with these jelly beans. Okay, I've got yellow, I've got red. Let's do an odd green color. A dirty green, Mary. I'm using dirty green. Hey, I know I missed a lot of people. I forget. Please forgive me. This is green, yellow, green, olive green, yellowish. Is actually the name. Olive green, yellowish. 175. And this is a dirty, dirty green. Let's do this one. It's almost like a... I would call that a dirty green. It looks like mud to me. I know how much Mary loves her dirty greens. So, I'm not even sure if Mary's still here. She may have had to run off to give fix Miss Tanya breakfast or lunch. I apologize. I'm really bad at following chat. Or keeping up with chat, I should say. Okay. Doesn't that just look like it's earwax? Let's go with a darker. Hey, Melissa. Well, I messed up, everybody. I was going to make chili and put chili on this morning. And then I realized I forgot to... I ordered everything except for the chili beans. So I'm going to have to do another food order. Because I'm sorry, you can't make chili. Well, you can make chili without beans, but in my opinion, it doesn't taste as good. So I need to do some chili, get some chili beans before I can make chili. But I thought, oh, I can do chili. It's getting cold. Have you ever noticed? Random thought. Yes, my brain just flickers all over the place. They don't have normal food in Harry Potter books. I mean, maybe normal English food. I don't know. I'm not from England. But really, do you ever see them eat chili, peanut butter and jelly sandwich? You know, that's a staple worldwide. Hamburger. I guess they do eat chicken because Ron munches down on a chicken leg. But really, you know, what preteen or teenager doesn't want a hamburger? You know? Of course, thinking the house elves are doing all the cooking. Maybe they don't like hamburger. Okay. Once again, take my blender, get the red off. I'm going to go. Yes, I use my pants, skirt, whatever I happen to have on, as my rag to wipe. And I kind of left it streakier on purpose. And again, I'm going to take my black and kind of add some shading in on this. I don't know. I have no clue what flavor this would be. I don't even want to venture a guess of what flavor this jelly bean would be. But I thought that's the fun of these jelly beans is you never know what you're gonna get. I mean, there you go. And then once again, take my blender, put it in a little bit. Doesn't look very appetizing, does it? But who knows? Well, that's not the right pen. That's a blender pencil. And no, you did not see me just throw that. I did not do that. Emily or Renee, can you get a link? I've got about 15 more minutes of my stream left. As I said, I will finish this off and post it in Emily's group. Let's see. Did red, I did yellow, I've done green. Let's do a teal jelly bean. True Who. Oh my God. True Hue is next, and she will be starting at the top of the hour. It is noon Central Standard Time in the United States. 12 o'clock at 1200 hours for military time in the United States. I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing what she does. Remember that this Harry Potter-a-thon is not a color-a-thon, even though I'm coloring today and Vicki colored before me. We do have a number of different skill sets that's going to be happening. I will be streaming again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I will be diamond painting on that stream. I know Miss Emily is going to be doing coloring, and she's going to build a Harry Potter Lego set. And she also has a short on baking a cake, which will make us all hungry and want to go to invade Emily's house to get a piece of cake. She's doing Harry Potter's 11th birthday cake, which should be fun. I'm wondering if she's going to have one of her children sit on it to smash it, because Hagrid had sat on the cake and smashed it a little bit. But before she frosts it, I don't think her or Steve should, because I think they're a little heavy. It would be not to say that you're fat, Emily, but a small child would probably be less likely to smash it to a pancake size. But and I think somebody is Tammy going to do origami. I'm not sure what else is going to happen. I know there's going to be a variety of different skill sets that's going to be highlighted, all Harry Potter theme. Let's face it, this coloring community is vastly talented, amazingly talented. So yeah, and Emily took this opportunity to highlight other talents besides just coloring. This is another jelly bean that I would eat it. I would eat it. I would eat this one, this one, this one. I'm not sure about this green one though. I'd have to just not look at the color. But as I said, but Pretty Bart's every flavor beans are known for being every flavor. Um, and by the way, I'm using the darker of those was uh, turquoise 155, and then I've got cobalt turquoise 153 here that I'm using on this jelly bean. But I figured this was you can make the jelly beans any color you want. I mean, they're every flavor beans, so nothing will be wrong. Oh, Louise! Oh, no! That's a horrible thing to say. Funny, but horrible. Again, I'm taking my blender pencil. Another thing I don't like about the blender pencil, whenever somebody was using a full blender, they didn't have to tell you what brand they were using. You knew it was a Dash full blender. Now, the blender pencil is just one of many blender pencils. Kind of disappointing, guys. Yes, I'm going to complain without really complaining. I mean, it does the same job and works just as well. It just, I'm sure they'll eventually get the price point down. Um, I have to say, I'm kind of impressed. This is a brand new gel pen. This is the first time using it. Boxlin white gel pen, not doing a too bad job. The only problem I had was getting a little plastic cover that kept it fresh. Let's see. Let's move on to another jelly bean. I just went like way out of the lines there. I'm calling like a 3-year-old today, I tell you. Outside the lines. Ooh, this could be a salmon colored one, salmon flavored one. This is Pompeian Red, 191. Earthworm. Ooh, I like that. Okay, forget salmon. This is earthworm. Red wiggler earthworm. Eventually, I'm going to have every single pencil in all 120 colors out coloring jelly beans. I know I'm going to do that. Is sour milk pink? I like earthworm. A pencil eraser would be a good one too. Oh, but I kind of like earthworm. Louise has kind of struck a chord with me with the earthworm. They said I have a sneaking suspicion before I finish this picture and all these jelly beans, I'm going to probably have every single one of these colors out and on in my little tray. But there's nothing wrong with that. It just that's one of the reasons I chose this picture was so that it would be bright and happy and cheerful and put your imagination to the test. And every single time why do I feel like every single time I pick up the black pencil to add shading, Emily cringes. Um, but there's just times whenever black pencil is what you need. And let's face it, we're not in the realm of realism here. We're in the realm of Harry Potter. Okay. It is about 5 minutes or so before the next stream. And I think I'm going to call it. Give you guys a chance to run to the restroom, get a fresh cup of coffee or tea or soda or drink of your choice before True Hugh comes on. And I know I should know her real name. I apologize. I cannot think of it. My brain is not functioning full force this morning. So that is my start of. Let me see if I can zoom out here. Ooh, blurry. Hold on. I will get it in focus, I promise. There goes. I went too far out, though. I apologize, guys. New camera, new. Oh, bloody hell, I can't get it in focus. There. No, not quite, but close. This is my rendition of, or the start of my Bertie box, every flavor of beans. Please jump on over to True Hugh's stream, and let's continue the great day. And thank you, everyone, for joining me. And I will see you all in the next stream. Bye, guys.